Hi there. In a blog post, I was talking to you about my water skiing accident. Well, I want to talk to you a little bit more about what happened next, because a lot happened next. I didn't know really how to handle what had happened to me. And if you don't know, go back to the previous blog post about my water skiing accident and you'll hear the story. So listen to that first. So here I am, 12-year-old kid. It's after my water skiing accident. I'm feeling like, this tragic thing happened to me. I wasn't sure about my near-death experience at the time. I had no idea how to deal with it. And my parents were just happy that I was alive and that I could move and live. But I was a scared, shitless little kid. I didn't feel accepted. I didn't feel good enough. I felt like I had all these scars on my body and that nobody really liked me anymore. So what did I do to help alleviate that? Well, I started really drinking a lot and started smoking pot even as a kid. And I was using this as a way to really find acceptance of myself and for other people to like me, because I didn't think that people were liking me because of what had happened. I didn't think the girls were going to like me because of all the injuries on my body and the long scars on my chest. I have several scars on my chest from the surgery, not from the accident, but from the surgery. So as I dived into using these substances and beginning to abuse this as a kid, I also got into some trouble over the years, actually quite a bit of trouble. I won't talk to you much about that. It is in my book, but got into quite a bit of trouble and really realized again that I was using it to overcome my incredible lack of self-confidence and my incredible low self-esteem. But I knew when I drank or when I smoked pot that I was strong, I was big, that I could talk to anybody then. So I really started diving into that for a number of years. I was really wild through high school and after high school, and even going into my 20s, I was continuing to use these substances as well as a few other substances from time to time. And I was just struggling, and there were a few moments, a few times where I tried to get sober and I just couldn't do it. For whatever reason, it wasn't working. But I didn't really want to anyway, because I was having fun. I thought I was having fun. I thought I was enjoying life. But so many problems happened. Relationships, finances, all these different things that I thought would be resolved by my use, my drinking and my smoking pot, that were actually getting worse. And I thought everybody was wrong when they were telling me that I should stop doing what I was doing. Well, I kept doing it for a number of more years. Again, struggling in and out. I had short periods of time where I wasn't using or drinking, short periods, a couple of months, even a couple of times where it was like a year. A couple of times I had a year of not drinking anything at all. Then one day, I told you about my water skiing accident. Another thing happened in my life. I was floored. My legs started hurting me all the time when I walked. I was pretty active. I'd move around a lot, but I'd start to get tingling sensations in my leg, not knowing what it was. Eventually I got to a doctor. When I got to the doctor told me I had blocked arteries in my legs. My right leg was 100% blocked. My left leg was 65% blocked. And they needed to do surgery immediately, or it's likely they were going to amputate my legs. Well, I would have none of it. I actually left the hospital and I said, oh, I'm too busy for surgery, maybe in a couple of days. So a couple of days later, I came back. They did the surgeries. They first did my right leg, 100% blocked. Then they did my left leg. This was under threat of amputation. They really thought that they were going to be taking my right leg because it was so blocked up. So much had occurred on that, but that really started my desire, to really not use or drink anymore, to smoke pot or to drink. It was really one of the catalysts. So as a 12-year-old, I had my water skiing accident. And then at 27 years old, I had atherosclerosis. I had a disease of an 80-year-old man that was manifesting in my body at 27 years old. So I want to talk more about this in another blog post. What happened with my surgeries and with my health around that. But I want to tell you, here I am today, so grateful to walk, because at one point I couldn't walk 10 feet. So I get out as much as I can. I walk, I move my body, I do different things to keep life in me. Even again, almost 50 years later, after all these crazy things happened, I wasn't supposed to live at all. And even the doctors said they didn't do anything to keep me alive, that perhaps God did. So listen for another podcast or another podcast, another blog soon to talk about what happened next. Have an amazing day.